Hey, hey, hey. Hey, what's up, it's Skippy. Hi. I just got back from a walk. I was walking around Hollywood. And I just want to say one thing, okay? Please treat fast food workers with respect. And be patient, you fat, lazy, not able to cook for yourself piece of shit motherfucker. The reason why I say this is because I'm going to go on record. I do not have my entire meal here right now. I just took one for the team. Those kids were slammed. Like, they were nailed to the wall. I've never seen a mob of people that deep for Popeye's chicken in my life. But I guess something about tonight in Hollywood. People are like, look that chicken for Popeyes. But I'm going to open the box. I'm not... They had a deal. It's this, like, tender box thing. And it's, like, 3 strips and a biscuit. They gave me... Yeah, 3 strips and a biscuit. It's 3 strips, 2 sides, and a biscuit. But I only got 1 side because the kid, he was stressed the fuck out, man. I felt so bad for this kid. I felt bad for the entire crew. You know, it's like... It's... Like, it was one of those nights where everything was going, like, just horrible. All the kiosks were fucking up. Because Popeyes, you have to order on these kiosks now. Or order on your phone, which is what I do. Put a hot sauce on it. Red hot. Ow. Woo. But you could tell the crew was just fucking sick of every motherfucker in there. That's why I'm so glad that the military taught me patience, man. When they call your name, your shit's done. How hard is that to be like, hey, dude's a, where my food at? Where my food at? It's just like, shut the fuck up. The one girl, she even went off. She was just like, ma'am, turn around and look at all the other people here. You're not the only one here. Then she went back to doing her shit, and I was like, good for you. Stick up for yourself. I've seen some crazy shit go down at that Popeyes, too. Not too long ago, I captured a video. I haven't posted on like anything yet. Some homeless dude was messing with some food delivery guy, giving him a bunch of shit for no reason. I videoed it. And when the cop showed up, I threw that homeless piece of shit under the bus, man. I snitched on a homeless man. You goddamn right. He was in the wrong, bitch. I'll do it again. You know, because that delivery driver, he was on his bike. He had, like, you know, one of those Postmate orange things on his back. He was just trying to do his job, you know? Some lazy fat fuck piece of shit can't get off their ass, go get their own chicken sandwich. Too much like work to feed yourself. Like I've never, like, I remember when my boss one time was like, he was like, why don't you have some stuff delivered on, you know, one of those delivery apps? And I'm like, because I don't have any delivery apps. He's like, you don't have any delivery apps? I go and get this shit myself, bitch. As many times as I've watched this one girl down at Chick-fil-A open up people's meals and steal their fries, I just can't bring myself to do it. This is like a little Chicken Little like they used to have at KFC back in the day. If you remember the 80s Chicken Littles, that was my jam, dude. Ah. You wish you grew up in the 80s, bitch. In the 80s, we had this band called Duran Duran. They were fun guys to get drunk with. I got drunk with them a long time ago. That's what happens when you end up at the same place at the same time with some people. I've been weird like that throughout life. Mm-mm. You know what? Like I said, this box was what, $6.99? He gave me like 3.5 tenders, biscuit I made a sandwich with. Mm. But I said $6.99. Strips, biscuit, 2 sides. You know, I only got one. Like I said, that kid was, the last thing he wanted to do was hear one more fucking question. No, it's like, people hook me up all the time. I get free food. It's not like I'm gonna miss a coleslaw. But here's the thing of it, Slick. I didn't come here to talk chicken. Hell no. Oh yeah, I did. Like I said, man, be nice to people working fast food. The reason you're there is because you're too fat and lazy, stupid to cook for yourself or your family. And it's so much easier to yell at somebody for doing what you were supposed to be doing in the first place, you lazy bastard and bitches. I'm gonna say talk about. I'm gonna start making my own food though. I've been talking to a nutritionist at the VA hospital. Ha! How you like me now? Excuse me. I told her I actively want to stop eating fast food. And it's an addiction. And treating it as such. But also, I just got to do it for myself. I love fast food. I remember I had a sticker on my van, I think. It said fast cars, fast women, fast food. Kid you not, that was my life. Ow. Okay. Let me get to the chicken. Then we'll get to the weed. Because I really need to downsize this shit. I've been putting this off. But I just need to be rid of it. I come from a family of hoarders. And for some strange reason, I kept every marijuana container and package that I smoked during COVID, which was, I'm estimating, anywhere between $22,000 to $25,000 and $65 billion. But I was looking to see if there was any little breading bits, because them fuckers are tasty. Alright. Let's get to this shit. Once again, I have a loony bin. This is like, let's go. I'm gonna have some mac and cheese. Don't turn on me, stupid microphone. Excuse me. Thanks for recording that stupid microphone. Don't care that I ain't got no coleslaw, man. This mac and cheese be the shit. This mac and cheese don't let down. Mm-hmm. This mac and cheese, man. Popeyes. Your mac and cheese. It's fucking amazing. The creaminess, the cheesiness, like the way some pieces solidify and just Oh, hail your noodly goodness. Ramen. Alright, so what do we have here, Skippy? Well, what we have here is a big old plastic box full of addiction. Man. Whole lot of different weed I smoke. This is my buddy I always talk about, Josh Wax. This is like when I was first introduced to him. His packaging's gorgeous. Look at that weed in there. He grows some incredible stuff. Living soil, biodynamic, veganic, no chemicals. Ooh, you can still got a little bit of the terpene profile in there. Ain't that nice? This was like, what, 60, 70, 80 bucks. It's bougie shit. But it's damn good shit. But it's what celebrities be smoking. And what's this? This is a Fuzzies, Fruities, Sublime, infused pre-roll. I could not tell you anything about this. I've smoked so many fucking pre-rolls. Just want to let you know, pre-rolls are the hot dogs of the marijuana industry. Okay? Like, you don't know what types of meats go inside a hot dog, and out of sight, out of mind is play with these motherfuckers too, so just fair warning from an insider in the marijuana industry. Yeah, the joints are nothing but hot dogs. This was pretty neat. I had this. I don't have it anymore, but it was the Cure Lotto. Cure Company had one of the best gelatos. Okay, Cure Company. They're at, I think, 7th and Anderson, downtown Los Angeles. They're probably one of my absolute favorite companies. I think they're called Cure Company, if I'm not mistaken, because they have like a patented curing process for their weed. But this was pretty neat. It was like 7 little glass joints that you would like attach to a tip, and then you would just smoke them. I wanted to try it. It was good, but one and done. King's Garden. I used to smoke a bunch of this. I don't even know if these guys are still in business. I'll have to look into it. Grape Pie. The one thing I absolutely hated about this company was trying to find the strain name at any given time on this packaging, because it was just so difficult. That was the only thing I didn't like. Their weed was great. Their packaging was just meh. But like I said, I don't even know if most of these companies are still around. I know these guys are. This is Cream of the Crop. Mint chocolate chip. Yeah, this was a Cream of the Crop grows some good ass weed. Cream of the Crap. The problem I always have with weed is sometimes I would pay too much and be unhappy. That's why I don't. That's why I don't smoke weed anymore. But this, I remember this was good shit. This is Kush Company, Stony Point. Kush Company had a good number of really, really high quality strains that they put out. I remember this stuff. Novocaine. I used to love this shit. This is Team Elite Genetics. The one thing you can tell that, like with Josh Wax, how he has. This is how you know you're getting some good shit. It's like the packaging. When you have your packaging, okay, like you have a glass jar inside of a cardboard box, that is good packaging. Why? I'll tell you why. All right? Weed should come in dark packaging simply because terpenes evaporate. Terpenes are what give you the certain highs that you enjoy when you're smoking marijuana. Also gives the marijuana its smell. It's a very characteristic smell that comes from terpene profiles. And if you know from working in laboratories, terpenes are a solvent, and they evaporate quickly. So it's best to keep them in dark packaging like this. But to be quite honest, most people don't keep their weed around very long, so they smoke it quick. But rainbow sherbet, I'm sure I enjoy anything with sherbet. I'm all about it. Like this, okay, this is a good example of like good dark packaging right there. Like that is, you're getting some high quality stuff when you have a good opaque package like that. I'm not saying, I'm just saying they these guys, when you see something like that, that means that's a higher quality weed. Most of the time, I can't say for all the time. But at least they gave a fuck about giving a fuck. Jetty, Motor Breath, Three Bears Kush, unrefined live resin. These were what? Joints? Yeah. Like, when they start throwing all these, like, crazy things on there, okay? Because, like the diamonds, the live resin, the distillate, the whatever the concentrates that they're using, that they're infusing, shall I say? Whatever they're using most of the time is not the best shit on the market. I remember these guys, yeah, they had a good packaging because they had their joints going one way and then the next. I like that. But one thing I don't like is plastic packaging that's easily thrown on the ground. That's the one thing I can't stand around dispensaries. All the garbage, because people get in their car, they throw away the package, they throw it out the window. And the one thing I can't stand the most, I hate this when I see it in dispensary parking lots. Please, clean up after yourselves. Please. Blunt tobacco. We get it. It's shit. Okay? But it looks like a big ass turd sometimes in the parking lot. Looks pretty gross. But Platinum Funk, if I can remember properly, I think this was good. That's the problem with weed. You can't remember. I know what strains I like. This is Animal Mints. That's a pretty common strain. These are dirty as hell. Oh my god. But like I said, I mean, the cream of the crop, they put their stuff in these really beautiful opaque jars, and there's a nice weight to them, and I like that. Solventless Dank. I don't even know where I got this, but I like anything with holographic packaging. I'm about this THC design. What kind was this? This was Marshmallow OG. THC design. They grow decent weed. It's priced consumer based. I've never really seen it more than like $40. The weed is okay. Their Skywalker's just okay. If you want a good Skywalker, I highly recommend Cure Company. They grow it. If they're still growing it, I don't even know if they're still growing it. If they are not, then I miss it. More cream of the craps. Georgia peaches. Moving to the country, gonna smoke a lot of peaches. But yeah, it's more of the cream of the craps. Who this? This is Canna Botanica. Premium growth. Canna Botanica. What the hell strain is it? Kush Mints. See, these are like those small companies that are just like, I don't even know if they're still around. But I smoked your weed. I kept you in business. Congratulations. I kept the lights on for 10 more minutes. Whoa, here's a cream of the crop with a clear jar, though. Purple Thunder. Purple Thunder and rock and roll. Their designs are very, very, very attractive. I like that because that's pretty cool. It's like you got flowers on the design, you got flowers in the jar. Uh-oh, here we go. This shit connected. Okay. This is the belt buckle weed. This is the shit I talk about that whenever like these wannabe rich kids or rich kids come into the dispensary flaunting all their like designer clothes and their back. Oh my god, dude. Like dudes are just so effeminate nowadays with like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and like I even ask like people, I'm like, are you a rapper or are you a bitch? Like you're at the mall more than anybody, dude. It's like wearing jewelry and fancy talking about your shoes. Like, are you a rapper? Are you a bitch, dude? But this is like rapper bitch weed. This is the shit that it's hype weed. I paid $70 for this, and I remember not being happy with this. The thing that pisses me off is I could buy this for 70, or I could get 2/8 of something else that I enjoy for the same price. I've never been a fan of Connected. I've smoked their weed a lot. There's some gushers. But Alien Labs, Backpack Boys, they're more miss than hit, and I'm paying $70 for a fucking eighth. And that's when I started realizing I'm just paying for hype, dude. Fucking hype sucks. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I want to talk about something right now. I'm going to talk about something right now. We're going to talk about something right now. Okay? We're going to talk about something. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? This is $70 worth of disappointment. And this right here was $30 worth of some of the best shit I ever fucking smoked. This is Glasshouse Farms. They got in a lot of trouble recently, but there's documentaries about them online and everything if you want to find out. I've been to their growing facilities in Santa Barbara, and I've picked up a bunch of weed from them, and I flat out told them the Garlic Starship, that's what this is. This is Garlic Starship by Glasshouse Farms out of Santa Barbara. Okay, Garlic Starship. I love anything garlic. If you throw a GMO if you throw a GMO at me, I love it. I will smoke it. GMO stands for garlic, mushroom, onions because that's its smell. Its terpene profile smells bad. It smells like garlic, mushroom, and onion. It actually smells really good. I take it back. But it just has a really unique terpene profile. And Cure Company has one called PGMO. It's a purple garlic mushroom onion that is so fantastic. But yeah, this is $70. $70 I paid for, and it's crap. Meanwhile, this was $30, and I would go back and beat up people for this one. And keep your bougie ass weed. Hipster bullshit. Oh, well, Platinum Funk must have been good because I got more than one, so. Or maybe it was buy one, get one, but I think I might have liked it. And I remember, yeah, I think Cream of the Crop, if I'm not mistaken. This is Purple Thunder again, I think. I mean, their stuff was just super great. King's Garden. I wanted to say King's Island, but that's yeah, this is what I hate. It's just when you have it like, this is Fire Cookies. So I'm guessing it's a combination of Fire OG and Girl Scout cookies. I would assume. I don't like to assume, but like I said, I don't even know if these guys are still together. I've watched documentaries about them. I'll have to look into it, see if they're still alive. But Mac 1 from Glasshouse again. Glasshouse. They grow good weed for cheap. I'm going to let you guys know, all right? If you want the best tasting weed, okay, Get it from a grower who does light dep. All right? Light dep, if I'm not mistaken, means light deprivation. What they do is they use the sun, this big ball of fire that's been growing stuff on this planet for millions of years. They use the sun as part of their growing in their greenhouses, and then the rest is filled in with artificial light. I personally think that the sun brings out more potential in the plant than any LED or high pressure sodium or whatever. I just think the sun's really good at growing stuff. That's all. I don't know if you agree with me, but you can look outside those trees and be like, huh? Pie ho! More King's Garden. Oh, pie ho. This was like, the other thing else had about they're $35 a jar. And I like that about King's Garden. They kept it for indoor, they kept it good and cheap. Hitchhiker, once again, this is another connected that I was just completely disappointed with. Completely. And I'm sorry to shit on you, Connected, but you've let me down so many times. And also, your reps suck, and they wouldn't give me any free stuff. I had to steal it. As soon as that bitch went to use the bathroom, I had to steal shit off your damn. She wouldn't give me any like pins to put on my thing to advertise your crap. You guys had these cool ass air fresheners. She wouldn't give me any, but I took them. Cheap bastards. But Florcal, Pheno Hunt series, I think these guys are pretty good. Like I said, I've smoked so much I can't remember. There are some that stand out bigger than others. I will definitely show those off, like I have been with Cream of the Crop, like I have been with Garlic Starship from Glass House. But this is Sonata Ablangada, and this is Alien Labs. This is Xeno. Yeah, this is Alien Labs and Connected. I think are like they're practically the same company. And once again, these guys, they're $70 a disappointment. I remember I went to Vegas and I had this one strain called Cryptochronic. I paid $75 for this eighth, and I was in Vegas. I wanted this shit to be so good. Fucking letdown, dude. Oh man, you know what? I'm just gonna have to say maybe Platinum Funk was better than I thought. I got 3 of these jars in here. Ooh, I guess the Mac 1 was also fantastic. I've smoked so much. I remember, Glass House. They just got good weed for cheap, baby. Higher Vision. I like the glass tube. Oops, hold on. There we go. I have a clapper. What of it? But anyway, Higher Vision, glass tube. I like that. But still, the stuff could be garbage inside. I don't remember this joint. I don't remember any joints, officer. Red runs, red runs, red runs, red runs. Cream of the Crop. Red runs. What's this? Sticky's Moon Rocks. I remember I met these guys. at a sesh. They had the most beautiful moon rocks I'd ever seen in my fucking life. They were just the most gorgeous moon rocks, and I never, ever, ever smoked moon rocks. But I got these just for old time's sake. They were just so good. What's this? This is Grizzly Peak. Strawberry cheesecake. I don't know if they're still in business or anything, or they look like, I don't know where they're from. Could be from San Francisco, I think. Who knows? But Grizzly Peak. Woo! And then watermelon mimosa. See, the Pacific Northwest had a lot of fruit strains and stuff, and I was hoping that they were going to permeate more, like, you know, melon strains down here in Los Angeles, but it never happened. But at least we got watermelon mimosa. Mimosa. And then here's all these packages. What the hell's that? But all right, well, National Donut Day sticker. Gotta love Donut Day. All right, Roots. That was the dispensary that I worked at during the pandemic, and I can't remember. I enjoyed this company. This is Fun Uncle. It reminds me of me, but they had really great strains, and they were super cheap, and that's what I liked about them the most was they're cheap. Oh, my boy, Freeway Ricky. When I worked at Cobra Extracts, I used to work with Freeway Rick Ross, and super nice guy. But I forget where I got this from, but I had a lot of it. Wildflowers, Indica, Ghost OG. Like I said, I would get everything. I was their product tester. The owner fucking loved me because I knew marijuana inside and out. He offered me a job at their grow facility, and I was like, fuck no, I hate growing. These were a lot of my favorites. These were the 5-gram smalls from Cure Company. I don't give a fuck about big nugs. I don't give a fuck about small nugs. I just care about marijuana. Oh, you're sitting there posing on Instagram with your big nugs. Wowie zowie. You're just going to crush it up and put it in a blunt wrap. Fuck you. Weed's weed, bitch. That's why I got these 5-gram smalls. For $50, you got 5 grams of some damn good weed, and that's why I loved Cure Company. I love, love, love your weed. As you will see, I've got a million of your packages. What other 5G smalls? Alien OG. I remember that was a damn good one, too. I'm a big OG fan. This was the one they started doing a lot of crossovers with, was Fritz. Fritz was good. There's an old school SFV OG. San Fernando Valley OG. One of the original OGs. More Freeway Rick. Sherbmints. Freeway Ricky. Oh, here's what I was talking about. The PGMO, dude. Purple, garlic, mushroom, onion. This shit was the jam. If they ain't growing it, they should be. More Ghost OG. I guess I liked it. I bought more of it. I got Mochaccino Hybrid. I can't remember if I liked it. I can't remember. But here's some Junglato from the Jungle Boys. So crazy. I worked right around the corner from the Jungle Boys downtown. And I never went to their dispensary because it was always, during the pandemic, it was always a huge line. And I was working in the weed industry, so I was getting it wholesale, so it didn't fucking matter. But yeah, Jungle Boys got some good shit. Baccio. The Baccio Gelatos. More SFV OG. Love me OGs. I'm a huge fan of OG. As you can see with more Ghost OG. PMO G. I love the PMO. The PMO is phenomenal. More to Ghost is. Here we go. We got the White Cherry Gushers from the Backpack Boys. I mean, I was just so disappointed with so many of them. Fun Uncle again. Like I said, this is 70. Okay, I paid too much and I didn't like it. And this is 30 and I paid just the right amount and I enjoyed it. Which would you do? Here's more. This is a Dolce and Gabbana. The kid whose dad owns the Cookies Corporation gave me that. More Fritz. Shake Sack. I guess I don't know. Jungle Boys. Frosted Kush. Oh, and this was somebody gave me some magic mushroom gummies, and I ate them. But I have been wanting to throw these away for a long time, so I'm going through, and I'm just getting rid of all this stuff because you know what? I just don't need it anymore. I don't need a huge yellow black, like this big black and yellow bin filled with empty weed containers. Like, I don't need it anymore. So I'm getting rid of everything. And I wanted to give these containers to my buddy. He grows weed for his wife because she smokes weed, and he was spending a decent amount of weed for his wife. So he taught himself how to grow, and now he grows weed for his wife. Like, that's the most beautiful fucking thing that you can do if you're married. Like, baby, I ain't gonna buy you weed. I'm gonna grow that shit for you. And he grows good weed too. I'm out to get him right now. My God, this is just. Oh. Why do you have to be so good? Like, look at this big old cheesy nugget, dude. Like, I did not need. I did not need the coleslaw. I hope that kid just. Man, I hope he doesn't stress out because he was really stressed out. But next time I go up there, I'm gonna look at them. I got these 5 packs of joints that I give people. I'll just give them a 5 pack of joints. I didn't have any weed on me when I was up there. Normally I do, but that time I didn't. I use weed as a calling card. I meet people with weed. Weed is a good icebreaker. It's an icebreaker with weed. But anyway, I got a big bin full of garbage, full of all these fucking empty containers. This is going to be like the comment section videos. This is going to be like one of numerous till we're done. But anyway, I'm going to have my apple pie later. If you all could, if you're going to get fast food, please treat the people there with some kindness, some decency, and respect. Realize you're not the only person in the place, especially if it's crowded. If you're waiting, you're waiting. You're going to get fed at some point. And if you don't, they ran out of chicken. But, like I said, I felt bad for that kid. I felt bad for all of them. It's hot in there. And like, also, I was like, when I went to go get this drink at 7-Eleven, there was some homeless guy dressed up as Santa Claus who like stole some shit and ran out of the store and just poor dude at the counter was just stressing. I'm like, dude, who cares? You get paid not enough to give a fuck. Don't worry about it. Let corporate handle it. Dude, you were doing your job. I told him he was a good dude. I'm like, dude, it's not your problem. I go, the reason why, because he's like, it never stops. All they do is come in and steal everything. And I'm like, yeah, it's a direct reflection of capitalism not working. He's like, none of them work. None of them. What do you want? Communism? I'm like, I don't want any ism. I'm like, none of the isms work. The only one that works is kindness. That's it. But that's not a religion or a government preference yet. So till it is, I'll keep fighting for it. But anyway, I'm Skippy Simon. I'm glad we had this talk. And yeah, like I said, expensive weed sometimes is really shitty, and it's a total luck of the draw sometimes. Just, try to find a less expensive weed that you enjoy and just stick with that. But I tried everything, like I said. I'm going to give you reviews of all the shit that I smoked during the pandemic, all $22,000 to $25,000 worth of it. It's gone now, up in smoke, baby. But whatevs. All right, I'm Skippy Simon. Stay awesome. I'll talk to you later. Smoke weed every day. Bye.